difference between making a mistake and living imprisoned by guilt. Many people who believe they have walked down a sinful path are not only struggling with what they did, they are struggling with who they believe they have become. Guilt whispers, "You failed." Shame declares, "You are the failure." But the teachings of Jesus repeatedly separate the act from the identity. Throughout the Gospels, he encounters people who were publicly labeled sinners, tax collectors, adulterers, outcasts, those considered morally compromised. And his first response is not destruction, it is recognition. He does not deny wrongdoing, he confronts it. But he also offers something radical, the possibility of change. Sin, in its original sense, means missing the mark. That implies there is still a mark to aim at. It implies direction can be corrected. Guilt, when healthy, is a signal. It tells you something is misaligned. It calls you to return. But guilt becomes destructive when it stops pointing forward and starts chaining you to the past. Jesus never says, "Remain in your shame." He says, in essence, "Go and walk differently." Notice the pattern. Accountability first, then invitation. He does not reduce sin to something harmless, but neither does he reduce the sinner to something irredeemable. That distinction changes everything. Many people today live stuck in self-condemnation. They replay past decisions. They define themselves by former behavior. They assume that because they have walked down destructive paths, they are permanently disqualified from something better. But repentance, in the teachings of Jesus, is not humiliation. It is turning. Turning requires honesty, not self-hatred. Walking in sin usually does not begin with dramatic rebellion. It begins gradually. Compromise, justification, silence, habits that slowly reshape character. And over time, guilt grows heavier. Yet guilt can either push you toward restoration or deeper into hiding. When guilt leads to hiding, it becomes poison. When it leads to confession and change, it becomes growth. Jesus warned about hypocrisy, condemning others while ignoring your own flaws. That warning reveals something important. Awareness of your weakness is not meant to crush you. It is meant to humble you. Humility opens the door to transformation. He also spoke about paths, the wide and the narrow. The wide path feels easier. It follows impulse. It blends into culture. The narrow path requires discipline and intention. But walking the narrow path does not mean perfection. It means direction. Direction matters more than perfection. If you are moving away from destructive behavior, even slowly, you are already different from the person who remains comfortable in it. Grace, in this framework, is not permission to continue wrongdoing. It is the strength to leave it. It removes the paralysis of shame so that you can move forward. If you feel guilt today, ask yourself, is this guilt calling me to change? Or is it convincing me that change is impossible? One leads to renewal, the other leads to despair. Despair says, you are beyond repair. The message of Jesus consistently says, turn back. Your past explains your journey. It does not have to define your destination. Walking away from sin is not usually dramatic. It is daily choice. It is rebuilding trust. It is repairing damage where possible. It is aligning actions with conscience. No one walks perfectly, but everyone chooses direction. You are not the worst thing you have done. You are the direction you choose now. And that choice, repeated daily, reshapes a life.